Hi everybody, welcome back to Rise Up to Transform with Coach Beth. Today I want to talk to you about communication, and the tool I'm going to give you is a tool to help you effectively communicate with someone else. I was not raised in a household where I learned how to effectively communicate. So I brought my ineffective communication skills into adulthood and into my first marriage. And when you have two people that can effectively communicate, then that's a recipe for disaster. It really is, because communication is part of a solid foundation of a relationship. Love, respect, communication. So this tool that I have is great because, and I learned that as a transformational coach, it's really good because it puts the onus of responsibility on the person. So it would be, if I take something that someone says wrong, that's on me. So if someone makes a comment about my weight, if I am insecure about my weight, I'm going to take that comment wrong. But if I'm not insecure, then I won't. So even though it was a mean comment, how I perceive it is based on the issues that I have. That's why two people can experience the same exact circumstance, but interpret it differently. Because we have different issues. We have different traumas. We have different problems that we're bringing with us. And what happens is when you don't peel away that onion of all the issues that you have, you're just stacking one on top of the other. So it's the same thing when you're married. If you don't know how to effectively communicate with your significant other, whether you're married, in a relationship, whatever, it could be a friendship, it could be any relationship. If you can't effectively communicate and there are issues, those issues are going to stack on top of each other. And a new one's going to come in, it's going to come right on top. And eventually you're going to explode. And that's what my ex-husband and I used to experience. We didn't know how to communicate, so when we had issues coming up, they would just pile on top until we couldn't take it anymore. And something stupid like the cap on a toothpaste would blow it up. It's not about the toothpaste and the cap being left down there or the socks not put in the hamper. There's more to it. And it's stuff that wasn't taken care of when it happened. So I'm going to give you the tool, and I'm also going to give you two scenarios. I'm going to give you my perspective from as a teacher, and also my perspective as a wife, and how this helps me now with my husband, because I did not have this communication style before with my ex-husband. That's why he's my ex-husband, to be honest with you. So as a teacher, I found it critical to have rapport with my students. I needed them to feel cared for, and I needed them to feel respected. And I also needed them to respect me. So I had rules, I had boundaries, and there were consequences that were consistent and followed through. So given that, there's still issues with kids, because kids are kids. They're going to push boundaries. They're going to see how far they can go. They have issues at home, so they bring them to school. So, kid acting up in your class has nothing to do with you. It has to do everything with what's going on with them. Doesn't mean that they can be disrespectful in your classroom, though. So a good way to handle this is this tool, Compass of Clear Communication. So let's say, for an example, you have this nice foundation in the classroom. The kids know what to expect. They know consequences. They feel like they're respected, the whole thing. Let's say you give them an assignment to do. It's the last 15 minutes of class. And you say, I want you to be quiet. Please be silent and work on this assignment for the last 15 minutes. So as soon as you give that direction, kids start working. One student starts poking the person next to her or him, and pokes the person on the other side, or starts talking, or starts laughing, throws a stress ball across the room, because I always gave stress relieving tools in my classroom. So, and this student, let's say, for example, has a lot of energy. So he's got a stress ball because it helps ground him. It helps him relieve his energy, but he throws it across the room. So I've seen him poke someone, talk to someone else, and throw the ball. So I'm going to call him out into the hallway. First and foremost, why do you think we're in the hall? See what he has to say. Then I'm going to tell him the facts. I asked you to be silent for the last 15 minutes of class. This is what I saw. I saw you poke so-and-so, start talking to so-and-so, and throw the stress ball. So you're telling the facts. Those are just undeniable facts, even though they'll say I didn't do it, which I swear the gaslighting that kids do is crazy. No, I saw you do it with my own 2 eyes. And this is what I thought. I thought that it was really disrespectful because I'm not asking for very much. I'm asking for you to be quiet for the last 15 minutes of class. And it frustrates me and it makes me angry because not only are you disrespecting me, you're disrespecting the students around you that are trying to work and trying to follow the direction. So I need you to make a choice and always give kids choices, and all the choices are fine with you. That's the key. But it gives them a sense of control. So you have a choice. You can go back into the classroom. You can use a wobble chair. If you have a hard time with your energy right now, you can use the standing desk. Or you can stay out in the hallway if you are distracted in the classroom. What are you going to choose? And then see what the student chooses. Okay, you want to say he chooses to go back into the classroom. Okay, can you go back into the classroom and be silent for the next 15 minutes and not distract yourself or anybody else? If he says yes, you ask again, do you need to use the standing desk? Do you need a wobble chair? I'm going to give you the stress ball again because I trust you're going to use it the way you're supposed to. If you don't, then we're going to be back out here and there's going to be a consequence. And I always follow through with my consequences. If I said there was one, there was one. And usually it was an email home. So it's really important, teachers, to follow through. When you tell them you're going to email parent, for the love of God, do it. Otherwise, they're not going to trust that you're going to follow through on anything, and the behavior is going to get worse. So that's a way to handle it for my teacher friends out there. Okay, what did you see? What did you think? How did it make you feel? And what you need. And it puts everything on you. You're not telling the kid he's a bad kid. You're not telling him he's disruptive. You're not doing any of that. Because in truth, it's about how you perceive it. Okay? The situation is how you perceive it. So let me give you an example with my husband, who I learned how to communicate with, thankfully. Let's say he comes home and he's in a bad mood and he says something and I take it wrong. Number one, it's on me because I took it wrong. So instead of going at him and saying, why did you say that? That was really mean. I'm going to say, this is what I heard you say. And this is what I thought. And this is how it made me feel. 9 times out of 10 with him, and same with me. If he calls me on my crap, that's all it takes. It's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it that way. I had a really bad day and I took it out on you. But follow through with those 4, the facts. This is what I heard. This is what I saw, whatever. This is what I thought about it. I thought it was disrespectful. I thought you didn't respect my time. I thought you didn't whatever. I thought you were bossing me around. I thought whatever thought you had as a result of what you observed is what goes in that spot. And then how did it make you feel? It made me feel sad. It made me feel angry, frustrated, whatever. And then this is what I need. I need for you to not do it again. Or if he's leaving socks on the floor, I've asked you to pick the socks up and put them in the hamper, and I see that they're still there. It makes me feel like you don't respect me and you don't value my time because I have to go and clean them up if I want them off the floor. And that makes me angry. Can you please put them in the hamper? Okay, you're not calling him a loser. You're not saying that he doesn't care about you. You're not saying that whatever. You're not going at the other person. You're taking onus of your reaction because that's what it was. It was your reaction. So I invite you to try this in any relationship you have where there's something said, something done that hurts you or has some kind of reaction, and see how it works. Okay, so again, it's the facts. What you thought or what judgments you made, how it made you feel, what emotions you had, and then what you need from that person, what you desire. Okay? If you liked this video and you thought it was helpful, please like it, subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in coaching, you can go to my website, riseuptotransform.com, and scroll down to the transformational coaching section of my website, and you'll see there's a little button that you can click to schedule an appointment, and we can work together to uncover and help you transform. Okay? Everybody have a great day.